The universe is a vast and mysterious place, full of incredible phenomena that constantly intrigue and inspire both scientists and the general public alike. One of the most captivating objects in our night sky is the red supergiant star Betelgeuse, located in the constellation Orion. This star has been a subject of fascination for centuries due to its brilliance, size, and the role it plays in the iconic constellation. But recent developments have made it a hot topic in the astronomical community once again, raising important questions about the star's future and what it might mean for us here on Earth. Betelgeuse is currently in the final stages of its life cycle, and many scientists believe that it will soon undergo a dramatic transformation into a supernova, an event that could change our understanding of stellar evolution and cosmic processes. The idea of witnessing such a momentous event has sparked both excitement and concern, as the implications of Betelgeuse's death will be far-reaching, not just for astronomers, but for humanity as a whole. Betelgeuse is a truly remarkable star. It is a red supergiant, meaning that it is an extremely massive and old star, nearing the end of its life cycle. Stars like Betelgeuse are born from vast clouds of gas and dust, and over millions of years, they go through a series of stages that involve the fusion of elements in their cores. As they near the end of their life, these stars begin to expand and cool, turning red in the process. Betelgeuse, located about 700 light-years from Earth, is one of the largest and most luminous stars visible to the naked eye, and it is a key feature in the constellation Orion, where it represents the shoulder of the mythical hunter. Its size and brightness have made it an important object of study for astronomers, as it provides valuable insights into the life cycles of massive stars. The fate of stars like Betelgeuse is not something that happens quickly. These stars go through a process that can take thousands, even millions, of years. However, recent observations have shown that Betelgeuse is showing signs of rapidly approaching the final stages of its life. In late 2019 and early 2020, astronomers noticed a dramatic dimming of the star, an event that sent shockwaves through the scientific community. Betelgeuse, usually one of the 10 brightest stars in the night sky, suddenly became much fainter. This caused it to drop from its position as one of the brightest stars to 21st place, a significant decrease in its luminosity. Such an event was extremely unusual, and it raised concerns that Betelgeuse might be in the process of collapsing into a supernova, a cataclysmic event that would mark the end of the star's life. The dimming of Betelgeuse sparked intense speculation among astronomers. While it is not unusual for stars like Betelgeuse to undergo fluctuations in brightness, the extent of this dimming was far beyond what had been observed before. Stars like Betelgeuse can experience changes in brightness due to various internal processes, such as convection, which causes the star's outer layers to move and shift. These changes can result in periodic dimming or brightening of the star, a behavior that is generally expected in stars that are nearing the end of their lives. However, the scale of the dimming observed in 2019 to 2020 was so extreme that it suggested something much more significant was happening within Betelgeuse. Scientists began to speculate that the star might be undergoing a dramatic internal transformation, one that could indicate it was nearing the final stages of its life cycle. Some astronomers initially believed that the dimming could be explained by a dust cloud that had formed around Betelgeuse, obscuring our view of the star. In 2020, it was suggested that Betelgeuse had experienced a massive mass ejection, in which the star had expelled large amounts of material into space. This material may have formed a cloud of dust that blocked our view of the star, causing it to appear much fainter than usual. Such ejections are not uncommon in massive stars, but the scale of this event was unprecedented for Betelgeuse. Scientists had seen similar phenomena in other stars, but nothing on the same scale as what was happening with Betelgeuse. The idea that the star had expelled so much material in such a short period of time was exciting, as it suggested that the star was in a rapidly evolving phase of its life. Despite the excitement, some researchers remained skeptical of the mass ejection theory. They pointed out that there were no signs of a large-scale dust cloud around Betelgeuse at the time, and that the dimming could be explained by more subtle internal processes within the star. Betelgeuse, like many other stars, is known to undergo periodic cycles of dimming and brightening. It has a known cycle of about 5.5 years, during which its brightness fluctuates. There is also a longer cycle, lasting about 10.5 years, during which the star's luminosity changes on a larger scale. These cycles are thought to be related to internal processes within the star, such as convection and changes in the star's outer layers. The dimming of Betelgeuse in 2019 to 2020 could, therefore, have been a natural part of these cycles, and not necessarily an indication that the star was on the verge of explosion. However, in 2024, new data emerged that raised more questions about Betelgeuse's behavior. The star once again began to experience a decrease in brightness, this time without any clear evidence of a mass ejection or dust cloud. This new dimming event has once again put astronomers on edge, as it suggests that something unusual is happening within the star. While some researchers have suggested that this is simply another instance of the star going through its natural cycles of dimming, others believe that it may be a sign that Betelgeuse is undergoing a more significant transformation. In particular, Japanese scientists have suggested that the changes in the star's luminosity could be caused by subtle shifts in the structure of the star, a phenomenon that is not fully understood and is not accounted for in current models of stellar evolution. Despite the uncertainty surrounding the dimming events, one thing is certain: Betelgeuse is nearing the end of its life. As a red supergiant, it is running out of fuel in its core, and the processes that power the star are beginning to slow down. Eventually, Betelgeuse will exhaust the fuel in its core, and its internal pressure will no longer be sufficient to counteract the force of gravity. This will cause the star to collapse in on itself, triggering a massive explosion known as a supernova. This is the natural fate of stars that are much more massive than our Sun, and it is a process that has been observed many times in other stars throughout the universe. When Betelgeuse does explode, it will be an event of unprecedented magnitude. The explosion of a supernova is one of the most powerful and energetic events in the universe, and it will be visible to the naked eye from Earth. Betelgeuse is about 700 light-years away, meaning that the light from its explosion will take about 700 years to reach us. However, this does not mean that we will have to wait that long to see it. The explosion could happen at any time, and when it does, it will be a once-in-a-lifetime event. For a few moments, the sky will be as bright as day, as the light from the explosion outshines everything else in the sky. This brilliant flash will be visible even from the ground, and it will be a spectacular sight to behold. In the weeks and months following the explosion, the remnants of Betelgeuse will continue to shine brightly in the sky. A new celestial body will appear where the star once was, and it will be visible to the naked eye for weeks, possibly even months. This new object will be incredibly luminous, outshining the moon and making the night sky brighter than ever before. The explosion will mark the end of Betelgeuse's life, but it will also create the conditions for the birth of new stars and planets. The material ejected by the supernova will be rich in heavy elements, which are the building blocks for new stars and planets. This process of cosmic recycling is one of the fundamental ways in which matter is redistributed throughout the universe, and it is crucial for the formation of new celestial bodies. Supernovae like Betelgeuse's are incredibly rare events, and they are among the most spectacular phenomena in the universe. Throughout history, supernovae have been recorded by astronomers and stargazers, and they have been the subject of myths, legends, and cultural stories. One of the most famous supernovae in history is SN 1054, which was observed by Chinese astronomers in 1054. The explosion was so bright that it could be seen during the day, and it eventually formed the Crab Nebula, which is still an important object of study for astronomers today. More recently, the supernova SN 1987A, which occurred in 1987 in the Large Magellanic Cloud, was observed in detail by astronomers using the Hubble Space Telescope and other advanced instruments. This event provided scientists with a wealth of information about the processes that occurred during a supernova explosion and the formation of neutron stars. For those of us on Earth, the possibility of witnessing the death of Betelgeuse is an exciting and awe-inspiring thought. The star has been a constant presence in our night sky for millennia, and its eventual disappearance will mark the end of an era, both for astronomers and for humanity's relationship with the cosmos. Betelgeuse has been a landmark in the night sky for countless cultures throughout history, and its disappearance will leave a permanent gap in the constellation Orion, forever changing the way we see the stars. This event will not only be a remarkable astronomical phenomenon, but it will also be a cultural milestone, one that will inspire new stories, myths, and interpretations of the stars. As we wait for Betelgeuse's eventual demise, we are reminded of the fleeting nature of life, both in the universe and on our own planet. Stars like Betelgeuse live and die on timescales that are incomprehensible to us, but they are no less subject to the same processes of creation and destruction that govern our own existence. The death of Betelgeuse will not just be the end of a star, it will be a cosmic event that reverberates throughout the universe, creating new opportunities for the birth of new stars and planets. And for those fortunate enough to witness it, the explosion of Betelgeuse will be a once-in-a-lifetime event that will forever change the way we view